everybody, it's 11 o'clock p.m. I am making wish. I wish I can get, like, a good bit of likes on these videos. Okay, 11, it's almost over. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock. 11 p.m. I am way past my bedtime. 2 hours past. They don't know it. Nobody knows. Well, maybe some people, but it's dark in the house, and I don't like the dark, and it's dark. Sorry, I'm wasting people's time. Fluttershy's Pickle signing back on. Chapter 2, Part 4. Tell me what you thought about Part 3. Spam the comments. Scream it to the world if you want to. Sorry. Never mind. Well, February, I think. February 1st, I think. Sorry, I'm still thinking it's the 31st of January. I'm really tired. This is gonna be the last part. Maybe 2 more parts before I go to bed, but, yeah. Back to the story, chapter 2, part 4. Okay. Last time. Fluttershy grinned and nuzzled Twilight affectionately. Thanks, Twilight, for being such a good friend. Twilight returned the nuzzle. You're welcome, oh, wait. Crap. Ow! Fluttershy grinned and nuzzled Twilight affectionately. Thanks, Twilight, for being such a good friend. Okay, sorry, I had to talk like Twilight. Fluttershy. Twilight returned the nuzzle. You're welcome, Fluttershy, and I want to thank you for saving my life. The two broke the contact as they walked over the bridge. Fluttershy began to admire the town in front of her. My face kind of hurts. Excuse me. Tea. Sorry, I'm really thirsty. Still, now my tea tastes like coffee. I'm gonna make coffee later. She could see some buildings still being rebuilt, but otherwise the town seemed to have returned to normal. Yes, Twilight said upon noticing Fluttershy's gaze on Ponyville. After the attack, Princess Celestia, the leader of Equestria, Princess Celestia of Equestria. Sorry, I just had to say that. Princess Celestia, upon hearing of the attack, Princess Celestia, upon hearing it, rushed to the aid of the town with every material the entire country could offer. She and most of us were glad and amazed no pony was killed, What? Chapter 1. Ponies were motionless, on the ground, seemingly dead. I'm just going to attack you, Brad Brownie. Sorry, I've already read a lot of this, but it's still confusing. Okay, back to the story. Seriously, they need like elevator music for that. Ding, up, ding, ding. That'd be really funny. Okay. She and most of us were glad and amazed no pony was killed. But when she heard about you and me, she only wept. And so did Spike, who came down with her. Who's ever seen a princess cry? Princess Celestia cried. Wept. She wept. Sorry. And so did Spike, who came down with her. He was so happy to see me that he cried. And I rarely see him cry. That's when Fluttershy realized something. She shouldn't be the priority here. She turned back to her friend. Twilight, shouldn't we go see their friends first? I hate to think I'm waiting around town and they think I'm still asleep. Twilight knew Fluttershy had a point. It would seem rude of her and the Pegasus if they strolled around town and they all thought she was still in her bed. We will, she finally answered. Was I talking like Fluttershy while I read that one paragraph? swear I think it was. But we will. We will, she finally answered. This shouldn't take long anyway, maybe half an hour tops. And once we're done, we go around and let every pony know. And once we're done, we'll go around and let every pony know, okay? Okay, I made it sound a little bit pushy. Sorry. Fluttershy didn't like letting them not know for even a minute. But like Twilight said, half an hour wouldn't hurt, right? Okay, Twilight, she said, and then added sternly, just half an hour, and then we go get our friends. You have my word. Oh, and you have my word. Oh, and expect some ponies to be in awe of you. Twilight said, you're kind of a national hero as well as getting rid of that dragon, so expect a lot of attention. Fluttershy froze. A lot? She asked. Oh yes, hundreds, Twilight replied. She stopped a few meters away to see Fluttershy standing there shaking with fear. The unicorn cursed herself and chattered back to the Pegasus. Twilight, you stupid pony. I curse you down to the gates of Tartarus. Sorry. I'm sorry, Fluttershy. I forgot, you're not too good with crowds. I'll keep close to you, and if it gets too much, I'll try to get every pony away. Fluttershy nodded. Thanks, Twilight. And I'm sorry, I wish I wasn't so useless all the time. Screw you, Fluttershy, you're not useless. We love you, Fluttershy. Okay. You are never useless, You're never useless, Fluttershy, Twilight said sternly, and then added with a smile. Sorry, nosy. Yeah. Excuse me, it's like every video I'm starting to burp. Twice as many, and then added with a smile. How can a pony who took care of 2 dragons single-hoofedly be useless? Fluttershy smiled at him again, trotting down with Twilight close behind. A vast crowd filled the streets as they passed. Most of them were busy in redevelopment of Ponyville, delivering wood for some of the structures that had been completely destroyed, while others were walking around idly chatting to other ponies as they walked past. No one seemed to notice Fluttershy, and Twilight at the moment. No pony seemed to notice Fluttershy and Twilight at the moment, for which the Pegasus was grateful. She and Twilight knew that would change soon, and they weren't left waiting. As they walked through Trotting Road, usually the busiest street in Ponyville, they soon found a lot of eyes watching them, and the whispers began. Some of those, as were in their way, stepped aside, bowing their heads in respect and awe of the Pegasus that single-hoofedly saved the town. Fluttershy returned the nods meekly, but kept her head low and her mane over her face, with only one eye looking outdoors to see where she's going. Twilight looked around to see now everything went quiet, and all eyes were now turned on her yellow friend next to her. Okay, it's not yellow, it's cream. It's a cream, not a yellow. She saw an excited young filly being held back by her mother, so not to disturb the already troubled-looking Pegasus, while others ran away, probably to spread the news of Fluttershy's miraculous recovery. They weren't stares of hate, both of them knew it, but they made Fluttershy uncomfortable, and she didn't like it. All right, Twilight yelled, stomping her hoof on the ground. Why don't y'all get on whatever y'all are doing and leave her alone? The ponies around the street instantly looked the other way and getting about their business as if nothing happened. Just imagine it, all of you guys, any of y'all. When you're all being watched by like 1,000 different people, and suddenly your friend yells behind you, like yells right beside you, look away! And like everybody else looks in a different direction. And all you can see is the back of everyone's head. It would be so funny. Just think of that. Okay. But the whispers continued. Although Twilight heard nothing, Fluttershy heard them as if they were being spoken aloud.
Oh yeah, she has better hearing now.
Isn't she dead?
I heard she got burned to death.
I thought she was in a coma. It's impossible she's even alive. Were some of the many whispers that Fluttershy could strangely hear. She just trotted a little faster than usual to get to the library. Twilight noticed the increase in her speed and copied her. When they reached the library, Twilight opened the door with her magic, and Fluttershy charged straight through, not stopping until she reached the first floor of Twilight's library. The library was the same as ever. She mused. She mused, books thrown as if they were as if a baby threw its toys. Yeah, it's a foal, not a baby. As if a foal threw its toys out of the pram. She made herself comfortable on one of the pillows and waited until Twilight appeared. Sorry about that, she said. I just don't like seeing you uncomfortable. Anyway, sorry about the mess. I haven't the time to clean up this place properly. She looked at the Pegasus with a concerned expression. Are you alright? Fluttershy nodded. I'm okay, I guess. I've just got shivers down my back. That means some pony's talking about you. Oh wait, no, you're not Fluttershy, Twilight. That means some pony's talking about you. Twilight chuckled. Fluttershy chuckled too. Don't I know it, she muttered. Don't I know it? Fluttershy muttered. Twilight heard her and tilted her head slightly to the side in confusion. What do you mean? She asked insquisitively. Yeah, there you go. Inquisitively. Yeah, you get the point. Fluttershy knew that she couldn't get out of this, so she told Twilight on how she was able to hear the ponies on the street talking about her, even though they were whispering. Twilight couldn't help but be fascinated by this and began pondering on what to do. Ah, my neck hurts. Fluttershy, could you lay on the couch, please, while I examine your ears? Fluttershy asked, pointing to the couch by the far side of the room. But shouldn't a doctor do that? Fluttershy asked, even though she was walking up to it. Twilight shook her head. Nonsense. I know a spell that examines eyes and ears and gives me a diagnosis much quicker than a normal doctor. Twilight said with a grin. Okay. Fluttershy stammered and lay down on the couch on her stomach. Upon the Pegasus' signal, Twilight lowered her head and brought her forward to touch the Fluttershy's. To touch Fluttershy's left ear. It should be to touch the left ear of Fluttershy. Retard. He's still a really good writer, though. She closed her eyes and concentrated on the spell, which sent a flow of magic through her friend's ears and out the other. Fluttershy tried her hardest not to laugh. She needed to sit still, but the tickling sensation she was receiving from the spell wasn't helping. Eventually, she gave in and started laughing. Stop, Twilight! Stop it, Twilight! It tickles! She said between giggles. Twilight found herself trying not to laugh. It seemed Fluttershy's giggling was infectious, and now it's spreading to her. She was glad to hear Fluttershy laughing after such a long time. All of her friends would agree that her laugh was one of the most loving sounds in the world. She pulled away from Fluttershy and, closing her eyes, began examining what she found. Fluttershy, meanwhile, rose off the couch, clutching her stomach from laughing so much, and waited for Twilight to give her diagnosis. Give her the diagnosis. Can't speak. When Twilight opened her eyes again, they were surprised. It seems, Fluttershy, that you have far greater hearing than any pony in the world. I've never before seen an account of a pony with hearing greater than yours, she said plainly, showing her best impression of a doctor. Fluttershy was taken aback.
She had never expected to be wholly superior at one thing, but now she had a bit of a mischievous, but now she had a bit of a mischievous side going. She walked up to Twilight, turned her head to the side with hoof by her ear, and said, "Pardon?" Sorry. With a mischievous side going, she walked up to Twilight and turned her head to the side with a hoof by her ear and said, "Pardon? Pardon? 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 Pardon?" It's hard to do that with Fluttershy. Applejack is easy. Fluttershy couldn't stop laughing from the gormless look Twilight was giving. The unicorn eventually snapped out of it and looked at the rolling around Pegasus with a half smile and shaking of the head. That was not funny at all. Sorry, that was not funny at all, Fluttershy. Fluttershy got off the ground and wiped a small tear from her eye. "Really? I thought I timed it just right. Sorry, it's hard. It's Sorry, I started to read on ahead just a little bit. Oh dear. Oh, you okay, you guys? I just have just a little bit of time. What's so funny down there? I'm just gonna talk normally for spite. What's so funny down there? Who's that with you? A voice of a certain dragon called from upstairs. They watched as Spike appeared into the room. He began walking to the kitchen. Hey, Twilight. Sorry I woke up a bit late. Oh, hey, Fluttershy. Nice to see you. Before he entered the kitchen, he stopped and did a double take when he realized he was talking to the pony that yesterday was lying in her bed. Fluttershy? Okay, that's the end of chapter 4. Kill me now. Chapter 2, part 4. Yeah. Well, yeah. Spike realized that she is now alive. She is now alive walking around Ponyville. You get the point. Yay. Sorry. That she is back in the atmosphere with drops and Jupiter in her hair. Thumbs up for Bruno Mars. This is Fluttershy Pixel signing off. Ow. Adios, mi amigos.